The Diamond Lake. My name is Kent Nelson. Just want to go over a few things that I do. Um, Things I bought for the marker, for Courier and Masters for the ball drop. So Home Depot, Lowe's, hardware stores, you can get this 4-inch PVC, comes in 10-foot lengths. You can see there's a difference in thickness. This thickness is what's going to be used for the water, but it's expensive. It's like $50, $60 for a 10-foot piece. This is about $20. So for the purposes of dry land training, this is really probably all you need to get. Maybe cut it 1.5 to a foot length, something like that. Um, this here is a smaller diameter. I wouldn't recommend going less than 3, like on dry land. I do use this 3-inch for diamond. We'll be walking around and I've got them all in different areas, and I will tell Diamond, I'll say marker, marker, and the idea is to make her find the marker. So it might be 60 or 80 feet away, and she's kind of like looking, and she sees it, and then she runs to it. And so before she gets to it, I call her off. I only want her to really get so close to it, and then I bring her back. Sometimes I'll actually stop her there, and then I'll say go, go, and make her go on like 15 feet, and then direct her either left or right, so at least she's went straight beyond this. But this is what I will have in different areas in the property, and I use a stake just to keep it in place so she doesn't knock it over. So you can get these at the Tractor Supply. This is another way to do it. This is a toilet flange. It will not, it's sloppy on this thin-walled one. The thick-walled one is what it's designed for. So you can have a piece like that and just stick it there, so when you're doing your training, the dog doesn't knock it over if it's going by with a ball or whatever. When you get to that point of using the ball, use probably 2-inch diameter wide duct tape, blue, black, probably be good colors because it offset the white. Put a couple strands around it. And then, I'll get to this in a minute. What I want the dog to do is not maul this. I want them to barely touch it with their nose just so they know it's a marker. And then once they touch it with their nose or realize it's a marker, from that point on, I really do not want my dog Diamond to touch that with her nose. I want her to get about this far from it, and then that's it. I either call her off or I just say stay. But in the beginning, I'm going to be at short distances, 5 or 10 feet, maybe close, just to get her to understand that's a marker. I'm not going to, because she doesn't know what it is in the beginning. Most dogs don't. So once they find out that's a marker, okay, then you gradually add your distances and then call them back. If I put food on this, then it's going to be end result, and she's going to want to go there and lick the food and maul it, and I don't want her mauling it out in the water. I have seen dogs do that. They get out in the water and they're thinking that this is the end result. This is only something for them to go by, but we're just right now in the beginning, you were just teaching them that is a marker, and that's why I want to call them off. I don't want them like hanging out here and waiting for, just thinking this is where they're going. So once you get some distance established in that point, then I use a plastic container and I just fill it full of rocks so the dog can't drag it around. And put it a short distance after it. I'm trying to get the dog. What I did with Diamond is I said marker, marker, and then I just had her stay. She wasn't touching the marker, she was staying beside it, and then I said go, go. And so her whole thing is marker, marker. I don't say go marker, I want to use the same word, marker, marker, not go marker, because I'm using go, go here. So I don't say go on, I just double the word. So I don't understand dog, and dog doesn't understand my English. So I'm just trying to keep it simple. So it's marker, marker, go, go. And I can have fun with those words. Marker, marker, go, 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 go. And so that's why Diamond is happy, is because I try to use fun words with her. So we get to this point, and I don't care if she touches that, that's fine, because that is sort of the end result. She has to go this direction. As we gradually go, we can move that distance further and further. In the water, I have the plastic jug. The reason that's why I'm using clear plastic, because that's the same thing I'm using in the water. And I don't want it really easy for her to find. I want her to start thinking maybe more about going straight. And I just thought the clear plastic made it less obvious, because if if I start hit the water with training her, she's like looking for this colored item, whether it's orange, blue, or whatever. She's looking for a specific item. So I don't want it easy for her to find. I want her to get in the process of thinking about going straight versus finding an object as much, because that's what we're really after. Once they hit this, they really need to go straight and not find this object. And that's why it eventually gets to the point where we may put this like in the water. Right now I have mine at 30 feet because my dog's going to drop somewhere in here, so it's never really getting there. But what it is getting in the habit of is a straight line. That's what we want, is a straight line in their brain. So we're doing that by letting them know, go to the marker and go to that. Then you can add something like the rope. And I would suggest a rope to begin with. The ball, if you use a ball, make it flat, make it rubbery, not a hard one, because if you're using a blowed up rubber ball, it's going to bounce all over the place and it's going to be hard on the dog. But you can just train them with the rope only in their mouth, and it makes it a little harder for them to spit a rope out. If the ball's got the weight on it, it's going to be easy for them to spit out. So by using a rope, you're kind of teaching them how to spit it out a little bit. They have to force it out a little bit more than using the gravity of the ball on it. That can be a whole nother session about to knot or not to knot, whether you put a knot on your line, how long is your line on the ball, what diameter is the line. I can do a whole nother video on that. Left side of the mouth, right side of the mouth. Have you taught your dog left and right, like play dead left, play dead right, spin left? If you've done that, then sometimes it doesn't matter what side you put the ball on, but that's a whole nother thing for water training. So this is just kind of the basics. Don't try to do too much, just short increments. Let them learn this, then let them learn that at a close distance, the target. And like I said, I'm trying not to really label that other than go, because it's never really going to be an object I want them to touch. I'm after more of a straight line, and so go is my kind of word for straight line. And if she's looking back, my steering is left or right, and that's another lesson for dry land, is trying to steer your dog with your arms on dry land. But this is the basics. It's not perfect. It's just kind of what I used, and it worked for me. And so I do know I'm not the best trainer in the world, and the biggest room in the world is room for improvement. So I'm always trying to challenge myself, and how can I do something better and faster and communicate to my dog without frustrating my dog, without frustrating me. Because it's like trying to teach a pig to sing. It's going to irritate the pig and it's going to frustrate you. So but thanks for watching. We'll see you later.